Education has not always been under state control. It used to be small-scale enterprises which provided the bulk of formal education and were typically private concerns. With the rise of the nation-state and the development of an industrial society in the 19th century, all this changed. The delivery of education remained largely unchanged over this period. Engagement with external suppliers was limited. Since the introduction of audio-visual equipment in the classroom in the 1920s, the pace of change and number of new teaching tools escalated. Today, not only do we have so many new technologies working within education, but new products and ideas are making products and methods outdated and obsolete at an increasingly rapid rate. There are literally thousands of companies who supply these services to education. Most entrepreneurs start with a thesis and believe that if they build X, then Y will happen. More often than not, their thesis is incorrect, and few companies achieve product market fit. Why should educators care about how tech companies run their business? The interaction between customers and supplier is key. With a dizzying array of ideas and hundreds of suppliers, finding the right EdTech solution can be time-consuming and a real challenge. So much so that predicting the future can be a real voyage of discovery. Educators and EdTech suppliers are trying to make sense of how emerging technology will be used in education to predict and shape the future of learning. Just like Columbus, we can start off with some great EdTech, but end up at a different destination. Some EdTech can end up sunk or run aground. Other times it's the pirates who develop the best products. Like any brave new world, the frontier of EdTech has the good, the bad and the ugly. There are hundreds of suppliers who attend education conferences and events in the UK, trying to highlight the benefits of their products to educators. But it's one thing to have a great sales operation, but they are no substitute for having a great product. And some suppliers and startups ramp up sales before their product is ready without getting customer feedback. With so many EdTech suppliers, how much are sales calls costing educators and suppliers? We have estimated that the cost of dealing with sales calls could be costing colleges £30,000 a year. With so many suppliers looking to get educators' attention, some run out of time, while others head out of town. If suppliers start out in education but then decide that the market is too small or the sales cycle is too complex, they may then look for other sectors and remain in education. Most companies fail to become market leaders because they lose their focus as they chase every opportunity that presents itself. Educators talk about reform and cheer when people like Seken say that education needs to be fixed. But don't like it when venture capitalists and Silicon Valley talk about education being ripe for creative disruption. Who would want to collaborate with someone who says, "We're going to replace you"? To achieve product market fit, the fundamental requirement is an accurate and honest exchange of information. Suppliers should get products out fast and ask for feedback. One of the main reasons that we have delays with educators deciding on EdTech is because customers buy from market leaders because other products grow around, support and integrate with market leaders' products. Companies just starting out with scarce resources must operate with customers who can act as references. The only strategy is to take a big fish, small pond approach. When suppliers are on the verge of making a decision about which niche target market to commit to, people normally think that bigger is better. This is almost never the case. To become the market leader, the company needs to win at least half of the new orders in the target market in a relatively short period of time. Further education could be a great launchpad for the next big tech company. What would happen if we were able to look beyond the rhetoric and acknowledge that ed reform and creative disruption in education meant the same thing, and that educators and tech suppliers had the same aims and intentions? Partnering with customers is a key component. Partnering with these institutions will enable the tech companies to assess, test, develop and refine any new products in the school and classroom environment. Great technology products are synonymous with great relationships. If you were looking for input with new tech ideas, you'd go to the Tech Enthusiast department. In the development of a new tech product, you want to make the transition from the early market to the mainstream market. Early adopters can be hard to find, as they make up less than 20% of any given market and will allow engineers to spend months working on site with them. They work with these key partners because the product would solve a very real pain point for the customer. Get at least one visionary prospective customer partner with the supplier. According to the Startup Genome Project, the #1 cause of startup failure is spending money too quickly, usually on sales and marketing, before the company iterates their way to product market fit. Suppliers need to ensure their first set of customers are 100% satisfied and that their product fulfills their objectives. There are two distinct marketplaces for technology products. The early market, dominated by people and organizations who are quick to appreciate the nature and benefits of the new development. If the supplier has product market fit and has carried out their due diligence with regard to their target market, this would be the wrong strategy. Technology sales do not unfold in a continuous and smooth way.